Hey, I'm Joe.
I'm Pete.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Patrick, and we are Fall Out Boy.
And you're watching ARTISRII News.
Fall Out Boy's Pete Wentz was at the airport on his way to dates in Europe, but that didn't stop him from giving reporters a few minutes of his time. Pete is promoting the Monumentour, the super package comprised of his band along with standouts Paramore. Dates for that tour start June 19th in Hartford, Connecticut, and run through August 31st in Pennsylvania at Montage Mountain. Fall Out Boy played arenas earlier in the tour cycle, and Pete compared the arena tour to the amphitheater tour.
It's our first legitimate co-headline in a long time, if ever. But also the bar is raised because you have an act out there that could definitely close the show on their own. And an act that you respect, and we know that we'll be playing in front of a lot of Paramore fans, as they'll be playing in front of a lot of Fall Out Boy fans. We created this imagery and this idea for the Save Rock and Roll tours, and we kind of took them everywhere in the world, and they were these black ski masks and really specific imagery, and it really was heavily based on the Youngblood Chronicles. So the ski masks aren't going to be there. It's going to be completely different content on the screens. And then we have a couple of tricks up our sleeves, and also knowing that this is going to be the last representation of this album cycle in the U.S. So it's a big deal for us. So we're able to do all the bells and whistles on this tour because being in amphitheaters. So that's awesome. I would say expect the biggest Fall Out Boy show of the year or of the album cycle.
Wentz also was asked about being in competition with Paramore.
I guess we grew up in the 90s with the Bulls or whatever, and I think it's more akin to I won't say Pippen and Jordan, but maybe Pippen and B.J. Armstrong or something like that, or Pippen and Cartwright or something. You're on the same team at the end of the day, and you're playing for the same. You're trying to both win for the team. But I think that Paramore's an awesome, huge band that has a completely different vibe than us, and I think that raises the bar for us as a band to want to perform every single night.
Lastly, will we see any on-stage interaction between the two bands?
I don't know. We haven't really talked about it. We got to hang during over the Super Bowl weekend in New York, and Haley came out and sang "Part of Sugar We're Going Down" with us. I think that a co-headline tour, it's cool to kind of conceptualize it in that way. I think it would really be special for fans. We haven't really talked about doing any of that yet, but I think that it would be cool to do something. Whether it's in a few of the cities or just a limited time on stage. I think it would be really cool. But honestly, we haven't even. The logistics of getting our two bands together just to do the tour for 2.5 months was a really big deal, and we've been kind of trying to do it for the last year or so. So to just get that done is a big win, I think, for both of us.
Fall Out Boy is out supporting their latest release, Save Rock and Roll, which features the standout track, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, Light 'Em Up.